What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of the Social. But before we get started, I just want to let everybody know if you guys could like, comment, and please subscribe to the channel so you can get more of us, more of the conversation, join the community with us. But you know, it's me, Steve here, Darren here, Rome here, Megan is here, Key is here, and today's topic is it hit a little hard for me personally, as I was like looking up some stuff, to really have a full understanding of what emotional abuse is. So
happens
all the time, and
I don't even know it if it's happening, but it happens. We all have used it or have been used against us.
So, and it's when I was reading it, you know how sometimes something you're doing is probably problematic, but you don't really focus on it that much. You're like, oh, it is bad, I can see that, but like you don't understand from the other person's perspective to really make it hit harder. So like I was watching reading some of the examples of the signs that you're in an emotionally abusive relationship. Like it hurt when you've like, damn, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that before. So then now you don't know what to think of yourself at a moment. Like,
I feel like I gotta start all over. Like, damn, I'm bad this whole time. I gotta start all over. I thought I was regular.
Like, I don't know, just.
But it's hard because it's when some people accept certain things. Like, when do you say it's bad? Like, what can I say is bad in this relationship when it's been okay? Like, and everything is going good. So it's like it's a thin line between what's right and what's wrong.
And like even reading it, the things are so borderline, so blurred lines. So that's why you really don't know if it's happening to you, because there's such a thin line between what is emotional abuse, what is not.
Yeah, I think that does play a part too, and that's why I feel it's hard if you're in a relationship with, like, say you are the emotional abuser, but the person being abused doesn't understand what that is, so that like they just think, oh yeah, he loves me, and that's how that conversation can never be had, because she doesn't know she's being emotionally abused. So therefore, he won't even know that he's emotionally abusing,
yeah, that's
or vice versa. So I think that's the tricky part, is that no one, like you said, no one understands where that line is crossed. And then if that person doesn't understand, the person that needs to understand it, if they don't understand it, then when someone's doing it and no one's checking them on it, then it's just gonna be a loop, a hope forever. And things I looked at was problematic. So before we start, get into I was talking about the 10 reasons. Did anybody have any experience with it? Because I know I have experienced it.
Yeah, I got experience with it.
You don't have to share, but if you want, if it's crazy.
Okay, sure. It's the grading part that's emotional for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I have kids, so I feel like I'm trying my best to get 100%, and the other person think that's what I'm doing, and they say, oh, I know you can't do this, or they like try to throw me under the bus somehow.
Yeah, kind of like attacking me.
Yeah, attack me in a way that I don't like. So like if I say I'm going to do this on a Wednesday, but then I couldn't, so now I gotta wait till next week to do it. But now they feel like, oh, you just can't do it at all. But I know I can just not. There's moments like they just throw me on the bus and they say, like, I know you're not good for it or something. I know the other stuff do go on in my life, but it's like it's just the degrading part. I'm like, that's hard for me.
That's tough for me. I don't know about that. I've dealt with that also as well. When I was I don't want to keep saying with my ex, but I keep saying it. Like every episode, we gonna count these down.
Wherever you are, you know what you
like, if you're watching this, you fucked up.
I'm a tally marker.
Yeah, you might get tally marker, because I feel like
It's 100% so far.
like, yo,
First measure?
That's like 5 years ago.
Nah, no, it wasn't.
Before that one?
It was after college. Yeah. When a man is going through a lot already. But the situation I went through with her was the fact that I was a year older, but she had to grow up in life a lot faster. So she had a kid already. She had her own place and everything like that. Like she moved out. She was, So I get she was more mature in those areas. So me coming out of college, it was different for me because here you are established, and here I'm like trying to get myself established. So yeah, we like each other, love each other, and everything like that. But those two things ended up crossing paths as we got in a relationship. So like things that she would do or say, like you know me now. Usually I'll be like, I ain't doing that shit. Like I'm that energy, but I didn't have the energy with her. So like whenever we argue, we'll argue. Like she had a little tantrum. I'll find out all of a sudden like she don't want to be here, like off of Facebook or something. Like I came out of work one day, we had an argument or whatever. But I think we're gonna fix it. I come out of work on break, look at Facebook. She's like, a man that's 5'10" and up and heart eyes and all stuff. So you know me, I ain't 5'10". So when I saw that, like that's problematic, bro. So I'm sitting there now I'm on break at work. Mad, like I'm typing. I'm like, yo. First of all, I know you're not talking about me, so they're like, you got our eyes all over this. So that thing, you're talking about your preference of what you want. Like you're not in a relationship right now. Like you know what I'm saying?
I hate that social media thing. I hate when there's a problem and it's brought to social media before me. Now, if you bring it to social media, that happens sometimes too. But if it's not to me first, I don't like it. Like,
see, but you know what's crazy? I think social media might have been perfect for that situation because. If not for me reading in between the lines of that situation, I don't know if she would have been bold enough to say something like that to my face. And if she was, that's even worse if she was.
That's a weak. But that
it was.
I mean, I kind of get that, but
it's worse to keep reading than being able to physically.
Yeah, you know it is.
But you're inviting other people into your problem.
That's true.
See, my thing is though, but she did it in a way that is not presenting the problem. It's presenting, and you probably look at it like, oh, that's a single girl, like, oh, just a girl. But you wouldn't know like she's actually in a relationship, a whole relationship. So it wasn't like she invited anybody to anything. It's just that you basically made it seem like you don't have a man. So
or if I knew y'all, and I'd be like, well, they either having problems,
that's true.
She's invited, or she need attention.
That part is true. That part is true.
Because I'd be like, they going through something right now. Because she said something that I know she's not 6 feet. Like so, you're attacking him. Or you need, so you kind of kill.
So you feel like what kind of abuse?
But women do that all the time.
I feel like that's
women do that all the time.
I'm gonna get to the sign. It fits one of the signs. When I read it, I was like, yo, the example is exactly like a situation. Like that's not the first one. Like it is a couple of them. So when like the stuff that she did, it fits the example, and that's why I got triggered because I've done it. And had it be done to me at the same time. So I felt on both sides.
I mean,
that you first of all that you think because after you read the signs,
I mean everybody's an abuser.
I was going for
everybody.
I like when people say before the signs. Only people. I know the reason because I want to know what people think it is beforehand. So that like you see the example, you can see like, damn, okay, I did that. Because if you go into it with what you think it is, and then you see what the examples it is, you realize like anybody like you probably know falls into this trap, including yourself. Because it's crazy.
I mean, with me being okay, one time, I say emotional abuse was like I'm not sociable and I'm not talkative. I don't really communicate with people, so that was used against me to talk to someone. And if I didn't, it made me feel like I was weird. Like, it made me feel like I'm not regular, or I'm dumb, or retarded, or whatever, just because I was communicating the way they wanted me to communicate. So every time a problem would happen and I was shut down, it's not that I don't want to talk, I didn't know how to. But it was used to me as if I was dumb, retarded. Mm-hmm. So that was just like, and then it was like you get around certain people and you'll talk and then you'll be like, well, look, this person's talking, and then comparing me to other people, like I'm not like that. So
I face the opposite of it. Like I'm a big now, I'm a big social butterfly, whatever, and I was somebody who couldn't handle that. So I think a big tactic of his was isolation. I want you around your friends, your naughty friends, or whatever. Like just putting down my friends and putting me down so that I would just isolating me from my family as well. So then I became this closed off person knowing that was not me until this guy over here like I mean lets me flourish like that. But I've experienced the opposite of that. Like somebody thinks you're too much and they try to bring you in, like.
And I also been the abuser to that same situation, thinking I'm guiding you in a way that I would want my girl and the audience I would want her to be around, but reading the stuff and like now I see like it's kind of controlling, it's manipulating you, making you feel bad about what you do. I feel like it's a thin line though, like because I don't want my girl around certain things, but I don't want to be controlling over it.
And
I don't want to make her feel bad about it.
You're being controlling.
I don't feel like I'm being controlling.
But sometimes not about what you feel, it's about what is, and then what is,
and also what us, like how do we feel as a unit, like just because I don't think it's controlling, she might think it's controlling, so now I gotta balance that.
It depends. I guess the difference is: are you talking at the person, or are you talking with them? Are you telling them, voicing your opinions in a way that's respectful? Like, I know this is your best friend, but I don't really like that she does this and that. Or you saying, I don't want you around her. That she's no good for you. Like, I know what's best for you. You're gonna be with it's either me or her, and this is somebody's.
I'm scared of that. I feel like that I'm scared of that because it goes to that line part. Because if one of the signs here, what me and Kimon was talking about is manipulation. And if you think about it, like, where's the line between me just saying it in a different way, or me saying it in a different way to manipulate what I really want you to do? It's like where's the line? What am I really using that for? Am I saying it because I honestly just want to give it to you in this manner, or am I saying it because I know if I yell, she's gonna do this, so for me to get her to do what I do, let me soften my voice. It's like a planned tactic. So it's like, where does that line? Like
what's the first?
All right, so if you the first sign of the 10 signs is jealousy. So we all feel like we experience jealousy. So we all know the example of jealousy. But here's the example that men go through all the time that they give. So the example could be upset when you text or hang out with people your partner feels threatened by, accusing you of flirting or cheating, being possessive over you, or even going so far as to stalk you.
That's for men.
That's for men and women. But I'm just saying, when for like the gag is like social media, everything is that when we talk about us, it's always that that particular texting. Let me get the phone.
Okay, because I didn't know a lot of the stuff that was abusive, like emotionally. Like a lot of stuff spilled into what we thought was love, like somebody like being overprotective and stuff like that. I thought that was love, but now I see that as emotional abuse. I'm like, damn, well,
it's certain types of overprotective because you want your daughter around someone or your girl around. It's certain levels of overprotective, like the father took his daughter.
But still,
not telling her to go outside with. That's what I'm saying. I thought emotional abuse was when you cursing her out, calling her the B word or saying bad stuff or. You neglecting her feelings or something like that. That's what
but you got it's kind of like
shut her down for her.
You got strategy to your point, like.
But that's why I said like we hear abuse and we think of the highest thing, right? So of course I'm calling you, you're not shit. This is not like you screaming verbal assaulting language to somebody. Okay, yeah, but then you miss out on all the trickle effects of just the slightest things you do could affect someone growing up, and because we don't focus on the other things, is that now we do it and think it's normal, and that's how broken people raise other broken people. The cycle always going to continue because we never, and that's how a lot of things. There's no clarifications on things, and that's why now we're searching for things. Like there was no clarification on gender and all that stuff. Now we have like the other day we have like over 62 different different types of males. Like so that's what I'm saying. Like
wait, what?
But see.
So what? Say again.
There's 62 different
types of males.
Types of males. Genders from.
I thought it was like 2.
I'm just saying, no, it's not. That's what I'm saying. As they looking at gender itself, now you think of gender, like everybody thought of gender just was male, female.
Yeah.
I thought it was male, female.
But now as you go deeper into it, you realize there's different. See, that's what I'm saying with this. We all put emotional abuse, physical
abuse.
Do
you know your gender or you don't?
You're cis male.
Yeah, cis male.
What's the meaning?
Cis male.
Cis male is straight.
Cisgender.
You're male, but you're straight.
No, cisgender is you are living according to the body that you're biologically given. There's trans male where you do the change and stuff like that, but cis male is you guys. You were born male and you're living as males. So that's just gender.
What's your gender?
Cis female.
I didn't know none of that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But back then we never.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Some people scared.
That's what I'm saying.
Some people scared to say it. Some people scared to say it. I'm like, you know what? I never thought about that deep to it. This different type of male. But I'm like, if sister considered like you are who you are, like I'm born a man, I'm a man, I'm born a boy, I'm a man like that. Then I'm sister. So I'm like, I'm gonna be sister.
It's up, sis.
It's not like I'm using it. It's not like I'm using it all the time.
I never know that.
I never knew that was how
I didn't know my gender.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody did till they start breaking it down, and now we got 60.
But nobody uses that all the time. So if I see you walking and I see like how you physically look, I'm like, okay, that's a regular guy.
Yeah.
That wouldn't concern me, but he's a regular guy. He's a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? Regular guy.
But now we look. But all these things I do feel like are examples of jealousy. Like I've dealt with that feeling threatened by with guys having female best friends. Like and then the girlfriend gets threatened by that. Like we like I've been through that. And that is tough because I do have to adhere to the fact that she feels this way. So I have to take care of that for her. But for me, don't matter to me because like she's my best friend, I do forever. This and that. That's it. It's so simple. But like you'll get in trouble. You'll get in trouble if she said I want to meet her. And when when your girl's like I want to meet her, I mean set up a date tomorrow or the next day after that. I better not go past 2 weekends and it's not set up. That's like the unwritten rule. So that's my thing. Like we'll get in trouble if we get past week 3.
From the female's perspective, it's not that we want you to do it tomorrow. It's just show some initiative that you are building towards it. Yeah. And it's more so like if it's nothing, why can't I meet her? You automatically I want to meet the girl. Like that's the end of it. No, it's either me or her. No, it's sometimes it's just like show some initiative that it's not no secret. Like
but as a man, it's hard. That's to accept that the girl will believe what you say. You can be. Let me say something. I can set up a date. Y'all had a good outing. Yeah. Later on in the day, I still don't believe it. I'm like, what's my time now? Like, come on now.
I was, but like you said, like if we don't show initiative, it's a secret. It could not be a secret, but because you didn't show initiative, now it becomes you have an initiative, like now you have an agenda, and because you have a secret. Like, why you don't want to stand?
Same scenario. You bring your girl to meet the other girl in an outing, right? It was a good outing. Yet she might feel like she's intimidated by the girl now. So now she didn't even care about us, what we was doing in the first place.
It's a double-edged sword.
She looked at the girl like, oh, this your friend.
It's a double-edged sword.
So you think she looking like a certain way, like you think like, oh no, I can tell you can mess with her behind your closed doors or something like that. Behind your back. That's why it's hard to men to do something like that.
And I think it comes down to like, I guess trusting the person you're with, but then again, it's like you know what man you have, and any female, if she's in her right mind, she's gonna want him too. Like at one point, she's probably gonna have feelings for this person. Then like you may have a friendship, but there's sometimes
thin line.
It's not
even a thin line, it's a shadow. Like, it's not even a thin line, it's a shadow. Because I understand what she's saying. Like what I see in you, somebody else can see the same thing, and you might not be trying to present that to them the way you presented it to me, but it's going to be seen because that's who you are. And it's like it's hard to change who you are because I'm with this person.
But that's why I felt like in that scenario, I don't know which one would be the abuser or the abusee, whatever. But I felt like the fact that I lashed out because of that emphasis on trying to get me to set something up, even though like I'm catering to how I feel. Like this is my best friend. It's simple. You meet her when the time is right, whatever. I didn't think to like set it up. Like okay, like soon to show initiative. I didn't show initiative, so that I don't know which one it is though because.
So you didn't show initiative?
No, I didn't show initiative. So I'm either abusing that because I lashed out. Like we had an argument.
You're the abuser. You're the abuser.
Yeah,
you ignored.
Yeah, you ignored her feelings. But like, did you understand? Sometimes you have to understand the other side of it.
At the time, I didn't.
Because it's like I'm gonna want to meet her because maybe she's had a bad experience in the past with these quote unquote people who claim to be friends that they're messing around behind your back. So let me just see the relationship, see what it is. That's why I think you have to understand where that person is coming from when they say I do want to come around this person, because like you don't know what somebody's experience was before that. Like so.
See that's why this example confused me because from the example it's putting some of the blame on the other. It's like the fact that you feel intimidated will like So now because you feel intimidated, you taking it out on me in a way. See, I can flip that.
You can't just do it.
Your intimidation of this other female is affecting our relationship. When she's my best friend before we had this conversation.
I mean, both y'all being abused and both y'all being abused.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I said.
Then you're gonna start attacking her and saying, well, you don't want to insecure. You don't want to insecure.
So
we are the victims.
So I guess in jealousy terms, like we see a lot of people just. It could be one-sided, but in some terms it's both. Like when you abuse each other in that situation. We see that a lot in our generation. That hunt for the passcode is ridiculous.
We're feeling this one. Yeah.
That's another topic.
The joke.
Continue.
Hunt for the passcode?
we gonna go right on over that. The next one they have listed is intensity. So an example is like rushing the pace of a relationship, always wanting to see you and talk to you and feeling like someone's obsessed with you. Like
that's emotional abuse.
That's an emotional abuse. That is a form of emotional
intensity.
And that's what I was talking about with Dizzy about getting a tattoo of somebody's name.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all never talked about marriage or being with each other for a long time, I said that's mentally like you're messing me up. Like you're putting my name on you, and now I look at you. And what if I never thought about getting married, being with you for the rest of my life? I feel like that's putting a heavy weight on me now. And then I feel like a lot of times that's why people break up.
See, that's why I don't like the word abuse too. It kind of messed me up a little bit.
See, that's what I'm saying.
In that situation, I understand like you get emotionally feel some type of way, but abuse.
It's abuse because now you're trapping me. You're trapping me now. Because look, what if we never talked about kids. We never thought about marriage. Like we just was on a good terms. We was good. We in love, whatever. You get my name on you, and now I'm like. You just solidified that I'm gonna be with you forever.
Word. Like you did it for me.
Like you kind of it's like contract. It's like you just
maybe she feel like she's all in, and maybe that's the only way she can feel like she's all in, or you all in.
See, but that's.
But I can feel all in. But now, it's like you made me sign a contract, pretty much.
Yeah.
So basically. We are the victims. Like I keep saying. Like you do.
We're not gonna do that.
No,
but we do it too. We do it.
Both sides do it.
For real, like you said, you get the name. Let's say you said usually men have to, like you said, when your ex something happened, you had to feel like you gotta fix it for her. You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
Mind you, the whole time you thought you was okay. You thought you was good. Now you gotta fix it for her. So it's like I said, men always the ones.
I mean, but relationship's not easy though.
Nah, but it always goes both ways.
Some people are intense, like, but I need to meet your family too. Like, bring your family immediately. Like, when you you bring my family. Like, I'm bringing my mom and dad tomorrow. Like, setting shit up. Like, you so intense. You just rushing the thing, and I experienced.
I love meeting parents.
And it was a red flag because it's like you're trying to rush everything. So like, now I can't get her out. I'm like, damn. You make the person think like, okay, I already met their family. Like, how do I just walk away? It's kind of rude. Like, so you feel like tied in. Like,
and then you make the girl feel bad. You know, like the relationship don't work. And you want to move on from him, but you can't just like, her mother gonna make her feel bad. She gonna make you feel bad. The mother thought he was the one. And
making decisions for us. Right. Like this. Like.
That's what I said. The contract thing it's crazy because it's like, yo, it's like now I feel like, yo, I was just still in my feeling out process. Like I know how I feel about you, but like that's really the honeymoon phase when you first give somebody everything matches. Oh, I love them. That's like only the first month, bro. Like, and that's just the talking stage. So now you feeling all this love and you want to show it so bad that you get my name tatted, and I'm still in the process of me just giving you a title. Yeah, like, nah, bro. Like, now I gotta speed up.
The tattoo thing is extreme, yes, but like I think the timing of when the person chooses to say "I love you," like they kind of make you feel like, do I say that?
Yeah,
I love you too. Like,
that's hard.
It's like
the tattoo thing not bad. But it does put weight on the relationship. Because now you're saying,
what is the average person be doing? Like,
based off, let's say I don't have no tats. She probably didn't ask me because you have so many. She probably feel like, you know what, Steve, like getting tattooed. You try to put this on.
Yeah.
I like how key, like I love keep my the arms, everything. I love the tats. So now, okay, I love your arms too. You can get tattooed. You look just like, and then that's how it starts, stuff like that, and that's how trends start. We talked about that last time. Trends. They one man with a beard, everybody got that beard. Then you gonna tell your friends, oh, you gotta get a beard. Now everybody tell everybody.
Number two is what, intensity?
Intensity. So it's like, and of course I feel like we're talking about like the lighthearted versions, like there's people that take it deep, like to the point where like the example is all right. So like when you rush into pace of relationship, always wanting to see you and talk to you and feeling like someone is obsessed with you.
So yeah,
they're very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Like you can't break up with them.
I think rushing the pace is a
pushing the pace is the lighthearted part of it that I feel like we see all the time. But we also see everything else all the time. But that's when it gets
it's
crazy.
kind of like everybody, because everybody wants.
That's most. I feel like that's most of women. And that one, with that one too, with
especially they had
like with marriage stuff like that. I feel like pushing the pace intensity is more with women.
That's
more women.
Yeah.
What happens?
Would marriage be one of the examples?
Yeah, marriage is one of the.
Because that's kind of conversation we had before.
Yeah.
Like when we had this conversation right before y'all came. When it comes to marriage, I feel like intensity is probably. I don't know. Like if I got pushed, intensity is right now. Like
I have a 6-month plan. Like,
oh no. Because but you gotta think too. But there's a lot of people that think like that. Like I have a year to get this done.
Time limit.
Yeah, and if I don't get this done, then my life is ruined.
I don't understand.
And it's like instead of just going with the flow, I think everything would be alright.
Well, guidance.
Just with Kima.
I don't think you know nobody until you live together. But then people say you shouldn't live together unless you want to get married or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of tough.
Back to the conversation we had before. Would you move in with your girl prior to marriage?
Before?
That's the conversation we was having.
Yeah, I think you would know. Y'all would know each other, so you won't know if it's rushing or not. Sometimes you might just rush yourself. Like, you know what? She lives like this. I need this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Or he lives like this. I love how he do this.
Yeah.
You really won't know nobody until you know them. So yeah.
It takes a couple of years. You gotta be.
Take a
year is too quick.
But that's
a year
being together, or a year living together.
A year being together. You think a year is too quick?
I think
a year too quick.
Too quick. Listen.
Living together? No, I don't think it's too quick. Living together.
Me and Michelle been together a year, and it felt like this.
Yeah,
it felt like this. I mean, granted, like we spent weekends together, so we get glimpses.
Yeah.
But like, it's a cheat code. Like, say y'all mad at each other, like she going home.
You have
the other day,
yeah.
You got space, but like staying in the we're good at it, but imagine like moving in. That's your life now. You gotta be within the same vicinity.
She's coming to open the door to come in the house.
Yeah, like when y'all arguing, you got no there's no go over there, or you going home tomorrow, so I'll eat this for today, and it's like there's no.
Yeah, a year of that is fine. Like it's good. That's a year of being together, like without living together, we need more time.
I feel like even with me and her, like we still need more time. Like when we get our own place, like
you feel like
have you got a year with somebody living with somebody?
But we're in the middle. We're not living with each other, but like
no. I'm saying.
I know we need more than a year. I feel like we'll be fine, but I know we need more than a year.
I'll be at 3 next month, so I think I'm getting to that.
Might be 3 months.
3 years.
Oh yeah, so you.
What's your
3 months? I was like, hell no, 3 months.
What was your longest relationship?
3 months. We only had 2 dates.
What was your longest relationship?
3.5.
See, I had 2 4 year relationships. So.
That's sad truth that this is my first one I officially hit like a whole year.
Really?
First one.
Nah.
That's that.
Thank you, my brother.
Shout out to you, Michelle. You the shit.
You the shit. Wifey right there, man. But that intensity, I've seen it on a crazy level. Like we all seen obsession, like that guy that be like, the girl breaks up the guy like, oh nah, I'm not, like he's still coming around, like that's obsessive. Like that's emotional abuse, because now like that really puts fear in women. Like really puts like women can't go out into the world and not think of like, oh, this is where he can pop up, because if people like live close, or if he's crazy enough to do all that, like that's just crazy.
That was my experience the whole of 2017. My ex was hacked into my iCloud. He was calling 100 times from blocked numbers. He would change his number to my mother's number, my father's number, so I answered his phone, think it's my mother's father. It's him. Showing up at my house.
Did you cheat? You cheated?
No.
That's what I'm
saying. That for no reason?
This is somebody who was a pathological cheater throughout the relationship, and I had enough. He was an emotional abuser. The whole relationship, it was physical abuse as well.
So he cheated?
Yes. So when I finally decided to leave,
I
hate them type of shit. I hate them, bro.
I hate them, but I have been one of those before. for. Like,
I know, but
he's controlling. He's making sure you're not doing what he's doing.
Yeah, it's
kind of like it's guilt, but like almost hard to explain. Like if I do something bad, I don't want you to do it bad back to me. So I'm making sure you're
like that's why I say he wants the purpose.
He was emotionally, he was throughout, but I'm saying the intensity happened like once I was done. I'm like, this is the end of it. I'm not coming back. This is when it started. Like this is somebody who would track my location, pretended to be an employer to find out where I was working.
You know why?
Lock him up, bro.
Once women be like, they done? Since coming, like, all right, well, I know what I have. Like,
that's true.
I know what I'm losing.
Keep talking that shit.
When you hear,
we
it's
really
not no sense. It's just body, like body. Once y'all leave, this kick in. Like now I got my brain and my body. Like
Kima could attest to this, bro. I'm at a space now where when we be in the car and some of my friends say some stupid shit like, yo, I really miss her. Like start talking that emotional shit, right? But we remember 2 weeks ago you was talking some real gangster shit.
Word.
So now when people do that to me, like, yo, I need advice. I'm like, bro, I don't want to talk to you, bro. Like I cut all comments, bro. Because you're not about to do that. You're not about to sit here and confide in me thinking like I didn't like you're not doing bullshit. Like no, bro, go talk to somebody else, bro. Don't exactly. I don't condone bullshit. I don't. I really don't. I'm not gonna be a supporter friend for the bullshit. None of that. God really do that. For some reason we get our third eye when they break up with us, and then now shit, I saw a whole future with
talk
it.
about I'm changed.
Yo, that's toxic, bro. We gonna get into how men toxic with
body.
I got some questions. Questions. That's another episode.
So the third one is to what Kima had a hot take for. He introduced it to my brain like 2 months ago. He said it, and I ever since that I've been thinking about that all the time, and it's manipulation, right?
Go to church. Say it again.
It's
manipulation. You gotta hear
it's a fact. All men do it. And women do it too, but all men do it.
Example are convincing you to do things you wouldn't normally feel comfortable with, ignoring you until they get their way, using gifts and apologies to influence your decisions or get back in your good graces.
Yeah.
Rome.
Men
to the camera and say the opposite because
men and women do that.
Nah, they do. I just feel like the heat does get put on men, but then the men accept the heat with open arms, and they actually show that a lot. And I'm one of them. I'm one of them to a degree. I am
to manipulate.
As far as a part of manipulation, yeah. Like
sometimes I think I'm not doing manipulation because I don't use gifts or whatever about it. But I feel like if the person, let's say my girl, right, she feel like this feels let's say she feel like let's say she going through something, right? She feels sad, but I feel like it's not that serious. So then she'll feel sad. She'll be like, I can see in her face she's sad about something, and I'll be like, maybe it's not that serious. Like, come on, not that serious. So instead of me trying to manipulate her by gifts or whatever, I try to shut it down. Is that considered manipulation? Like I'm trying to tell her, baby, it's not that serious. Don't worry about it. And then she trying to be strong by me telling her like, baby, it's not that serious. Just think about it. If you do this, think about it. This happens. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. So now she's trying to fight it for me because I feel like it's not considered.
Are you saying it's not that serious to make her feel bad the way she feel, or are you saying it's not that serious?
Okay, so what that's what it comes down to.
It always gotta be about the relationship problem. It's be about something outside of relationship.
I think that is one.
That's a consideration.
But I don't know if it fits into manipulation.
I'm saying I'm manipulating her mind, like telling her like she's not to need to feel the way she feels.
I'm gonna elaborate to what I'm going to explaining it right. Because what it is like I think it comes down to understanding where people come from. I was allowed to show my emotions. I'm a big crier. He was not that way. He was you have to be strong. Literally, you have to show you no crying, don't suck it up. So when I would cry, he'd be like, it's not that deep. Like, I need you to be a little strong because when you start crying, you just get headaches. So I'm thinking I have to stop crying for that because I'm like, okay, I don't want to argue with this. That would be a way of manipulating somebody's feelings. Like I know if I'm something that's upsetting you, I'm gonna think twice before crying because he doesn't like that. But when you
There's nothing
grow,
wrong with crying. You understand? It's just I feel like certain stuff gotta be extreme for me to cry.
right?
If I feel like you arguing over the man cheating or this, I don't cry.
See, that's why I agree that I feel like that is a form of emotional abuse. But I don't know if it's manipulated because you're not manipulating her to feel like to get her to do what you want. What you're doing, but
he is though. It's bothering him. It's bothering
her. It's bothering her. And I'm telling her, don't do it.
It's manipulation because
it's manipulation. I'm saying is that
because he's like
what did he do to manipulate her to do it? Well,
I'm
make her feel bad about her crying. He's saying, why are you crying? It's not that serious. It's not serious to him, not her. Like,
and it's giving him a headache.
Yeah, like so it's benefiting. What he wanted to do something that's gonna benefit him. Pretty much. So I'm gonna
make her get out of her own emotions that she want to feel. I'm gonna change the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can see. I would just have trouble with it now because I was like I feel like because you know how I feel like that is something that is a buildup of trauma. Like the first time you be like, oh, like it's not that serious. You be like, okay. But if if it happens a multiple amount of times, then you'll start feeling like you can't be expressive in the relationship.
No. Let's say have it one. Day one, it happens. Like you crying, man, don't cry, not that serious. Don't worry about it. She's really physically like trying hard. It's not that serious. I'm saying is don't cry, don't worry about it. I'm not trying to console her in a way like you right.
It's like
I'm saying like she said, like it depends on how you doing. Like are you attacked? Like are you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling her
to her or with her.
See, I don't think that part matters though. But I think what matters. I think what matters is the fact that she's growing up in a lifestyle of being expressive, and because you weren't, your way works and her way doesn't. So that's.
But either way, I think.
But you don't have to like come at her in a certain way or anything like that. You could have the.
Well, who said the hell way don't work?
No, but what I'm saying is that even if you have the perfect intention, you want her to be strong, like tough enough, like feel me. But what that is doing is you're teaching her how you were taught, about how you release emotions.
The wrong way, like.
But you're not. That wouldn't be allowing her to express the way she expresses. People express ways differently.
Oh, so you agree that's manipulation?
Yeah, it is.
I
agree. I agree now. Like I have to explain. Like it is a form of manipulation. I thought it was like.
I thought you explained it to say it wasn't.
No. But I didn't want it to only be like okay, like you know how into that realm of like it has to be this way or that way to be considered when it could be. You can have the happiest intentions for it. Like you just want to be stronger. Like you want to do good by her, but it's still detrimental because you're shutting off a valve of how she expresses her emotions. So I'm just saying that to say like when people watching like even just because you didn't have anger behind it or anything like that does not mean it's not
because
hurtful.
the time that you want the person to show those emotions, they won't be there.
And you won't even know that you've been contributing to that the entire time. So now it's a surprise. Like all of a sudden you change.
Thing because the cycle continues. Now the emotions won't be there. Now you're the abuser because at some point they don't want you to be available. You know.
Right.
Listen, and we only on 3. See how deep this emotional.
You got me looking at my whole relationship.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. This is why I text people.
When I first got the message about doing it. I did the same thing before because I didn't tell y'all. Like I thought about it. Like I looked it up. I thought about everything I'm doing.
Yeah. Everything
my girl did. Everything I went through. Everything I did. I'm like, yo, my whole life is emotional abuse.
My whole life, bro.
My whole life,
that's true. I think my number one is the degrading part, bro. The degrading part. Is...
My whole life was emotional abuse, and I didn't know I was doing it, and I didn't know some of the stuff that was happening to me was emotional abuse. I just accepted it. I thought that's
like not even just your relationship. You could be your brothers and sisters.
That's what I'm saying.
Just moving through life, bro.
Stop crying. That's crazy.
That's crazy how then. But we always like, yo, you changed and stuff like that.
Right.
But maybe I ain't changed, but maybe the energy you've been giving me. You has drained me this way, and then now you want to uplifted me, but I'm drained already. So what you want?
How many times you cried or something happened, and your mother say, "Man, no, you don't worry about it, man. No, like you think."
My mom did
outside world.
My grandmother definitely did that.
the outside world.
My mother didn't really do that.
Nah, supposed to man up. My mom was to man up.
I think outside, my mother didn't do that. My grandmother.
Your grandma's like, yeah.
See, I feel like
it's
that
like
generation, yeah, because
like you
that
be
generation,
crying.
that was
Like I don't feel like man up right now. Like I could do it, but not right now. I'm crying.
Not right now.
Like give me 10 minutes.
Right tomorrow. Come back tomorrow.
See, but even that sentiment is still saying like right now I'm not a man, and but in 10 minutes I will be. But in that entire time you are still a man. Like that's the thing. Like that man up thing is problematic too. But like when you start like listen, a man just like remember when men couldn't wear pink at one point, like if you wore pink, you used to get joked on and stuff like that. Like now, you see what I'm saying? But now
niggas wear salmon.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
they named it and everything.
See, but now it shows you that now it shows you that whole time you could have been wearing pink and you still been a man, but because it was Carol, not a man. Now we're not doing it. Like it's crazy. But the fourth one is actually exactly what Megan brought up, and it's isolation. And I feel like I fall into that too. Examples can be when your partner makes you choose between them and your friends, insisting you spend all your time with them, making you question your own judgment of friends and family, and make you feel dependent on them for money, love, or acceptance.
So tell me, I need a lot of somebody.
Hold on, read this top real quick.
It is what it is. Isolation.
Oh,
like if you pull somebody from there.
Well, for full context, Darren says he wants me to read the top. So it says keeping you away from friends and family and other people. So that's just the gist of it, and then the rest is example.
So basically, you're saying like you want to go hang out with your friends, and I tell you no, you stay with me. It's better to be here with me than to be with them.
It's a build up.
It's like it's almost like
side me or them. Like choose.
It's almost like what Keemon was saying. Remember with that whole bubble reference he made, but but in a negative way. Like his way was just more like.
So what happens if the person is I've seen this on YouTube? What if the person is don't mean no harm and saying don't hang with your friends, they're bad, just stay with me.
Then now, I mean,
that's why I say the shadow not thin line.
But that's what I'm saying.
But sometimes the person can feel like let me figure it out on my own.
Let me be me.
Yeah.
So it's still
it's not you, right?
But it's a but then now say you do that, because I did that, I've done it. Well, now say if Michelle had a whole different reaction than she did, which was accepting. What if she wasn't accepting that? Like I still like she still pushed, even though I'm telling you like I need to be in this way, but she still pushed, and it'll enter like okay, now if I conform to how she is, so now I won't hang around this person because you don't want me to or whatever. Even though I still want to, I never understood why you didn't want me to. We didn't have that understanding yet, but I'm only doing it because you feel this.
So isolation don't always have to be being with somebody. Can it be like phone? Talking on the phone or something?
I don't know if you're talking on the phone. I feel like you got.
It's anytime you start to feel like your normal life is not the same anymore. Like you don't recognize who you are anymore because the people around you are not the same anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
You're surrounded by just them and their circle, their friends.
Things that he introduced.
Parts of you have disappeared. Like your friends don't hear from you no more. You miss nothing went wrong with your friendships and stuff like that, but it's like you don't talk no more. You don't come around. You don't come around your family no more. Like that. You miss family events because you need to go for this person thing. It's always the relationship starts to revolve around that person solely and their life. You just become a mole on them that you walk around with just them.
You don't. It's like you don't. Your identity is gone now. Your identity is not just you as the person. Now it's you and this person. And that's it. There's no balance to it.
So, I don't think I haven't had that.
It's almost like if you realize.
I mean, you have to have
you
it.
May not be
especially, I'm about to say today, especially because I feel like every relationship, everything is about the relationship. Everything about.
Yeah, but I don't never stop somebody from doing what they want.
You're not doing it on purpose, but you're doing it.
I'm saying I don't think I would ever say.
Yeah, but in a way you probably manipulate them. You might manipulate them to make them feel like they should be here with you instead of going wherever you're going. You might not say it.
That's what I'm saying.
You might not say it.
Isolation could be what you just said, like you manipulate. Then isolation happens, whatever. That's crazy. You manipulate. You just
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go. Well, yeah, that does.
You make a person feel like
I'm saying
you make a person feel like they have to stay.
Right.
Because I already manipulated you more.
Yeah.
Now it's like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People do that. You might not technically say it, but
Or
you're
maybe
doing things, your behavior.
Because you act this
You
way,
might act
you
funny.
manipulative all the
You
time.
act funny.
Yeah.
You go out, I start acting funny to you because you.
Yeah.
Now I'm
So
mad.
now you feel like you need to stay
That's
off.
me.
You like your girl going to the club,
Okay.
you start acting now you're shut
I know,
down.
I'm saying,
Now you're not talking
I'm saying, everybody has been there.
I'll
Everybody
see you
has been
later.
They
So like
start
that.
to think, like, and even you may notice a change in the person themselves. Be like,
Mm.
when you've been repeatedly doing it, be like, oh, at least like this. How come you want to go out no more? Be like, no. At least the person becomes scared to do it again.
Yeah, I've done that.
I
I've
don't
done
wanna-
that. I've done that.
Like, I don't
I've
want
been on both sides of that.
I feel me as well.
That's crazy. That's dang. How long was that for?
That's only two.
That's a little
We did a lot right too. Right?
Word.
Everybody's done it, cause like, even on my end, I've been like, I don't want you to go there, but like, oh, how come you can't do this? How come you can't change around the way you're doing it? Because it makes me feel a little better.
You even gotta, the female don't even have to say nothing. You know, relationship wise, she ain't gotta say nothing.
She just
If
looks
her
at you
face
like-
look like this,
Yeah, it's
like,
over.
I'm staying.
The
And then they, but they,
I'm staying.
but they,
That's a fact.
The vibe is
So
different.
maybe she
look at us men getting triggered.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to discuss this conversation yesterday, so that's why I'm like, God.
So now I feel like, now I feel like,
yeah.
now I feel like I'm out of the house. I gotta stay in the house now. And then it's like, damn, I'm with my homies now, like,
Right.
cause she put on this face. They didn't say not one word, just, you can go.
Word, but
Have
Now
fun.
you gotta make a choice.
Teach you to have fun. Like, nah.
have
It's
word.
I gotta make a choice.
It's
So
cool.
now that you
Why
stay,
be with them? Yeah.
And you go, you come back.
But here's the
Door
thing.
locked,
But then,
house cold,
but
no
then-
food.
No food.
but here the maneuver I hate is that then you give them what they want. Like I ain't going no more. Now you're
See,
wrong
see? Okay,
for
let me
doing that.
explain something to you. I thought this growing up. I thought this when a girl got a persona on her face and look mad. I thought by staying, you giving her what she want because you stayed. That's not giving her what she want. She know you want to stay because how she look right
She's
now.
still mad.
But that's not the same
And-
thing as like
How dare you think
you
I'm
just
freedom?
do it on your own like.
Word.
You know, babe, I ain't gonna go out. I'm staying with you tonight. Now she like, oh.
How dare you have?
So now she gonna tell you you can go.
How dare you be a
How dare you be on man real quick? Like, what's wrong with you standing up? Look at you.
But that's tough, man. That's tough. That's why I understood that.
But like so that's
I think
the
that's what girls
jokingly that part right now. Imagine a whole deeper scare where it's like I don't want you hanging out with them in a like you lashing out. Like now you're showing that like if I don't listen to you, like you're gonna hurt me. Like it's gonna turn into physical. So then now it's like it's almost like you training this person.
I
to do
emotional
that.
is more deeper than
That's what I
you
do
said.
too. I
You
do
said
too.
wounds heal.
somebody
You can scratch me, you can heal.
Yep. But
Before you know it, you see this. You got the scar on my ear, but it's healed. I'm over it.
This
But
did,
this
this
in your
did.
mind is like so. Then it's depression gonna be behind it or
You
anxiety.
start
or,
shaming you start
Yeah, all this
thinking about
other stuff
yourself, the way you
behind
look,
you.
everything. Like it could mess with you up for the rest of your life.
I used to have a joke when people like, yo, like when I used to tell her I used to get beaten and everybody look at my mom like, hey, she looks like she beat nobody. I said, listen, my mom yeah, she don't beat nobody, right? Listen, my mom used to be beat. Like not like OD, but like the normal black parent, you know, when you do something stupid, I used to do stupid
No,
stuff.
I used to get ass.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
see, look, but I told my joke used to
You?
Yeah.
but my joke used to be she
I never understood
she
that.
could
Grandmother.
My mother did. My mother,
actually,
my
my
mother
grandmother
used to
did.
beat us, but not like beat us with a belt. She used to like punch us, smack us, stuff like that. Not like punch us in the face and stuff like that, but like we was boys, so
Oh,
she
okay.
was
Yeah.
like,
My mom
never like,
was-
she never like,
like, yo,
has to
like-
show y'all like
yeah, like stop playing with me, like she'll yoke you up, stuff
Yeah.
like that. But my grandmother,
I know I'm with my grandmother.
what used to like, used to have to get ass nicked.
But both my grandmother did was
You had-
keep
you
me on the
used to have
bed.
to- Yo, you used to have, yo, I'm telling you, like, I remember one day, she was mad already, and I made her more mad.
the statute of limitations have passed, by the way.
Yeah, she good.
She good.
She's good now.
Ain't nobody
She's soft now. She's soft now. I want her to get whatever she wants. But I remember one time, my ass whooped.
that shit get triggered again. Like, flashbacks.
Stop that.
Yo, I didn't even do nothing, bro. But I got my ass whooped bad, bro. She didn't even get ass naked and like laid down.
I
Like,
ain't never got butt naked.
and whoop like this.
Oh,
whooping me,
you
bro.
got slaved.
You know it was bad. I wasn't crying out loud, like wasn't making a noise. I was just tearing, but it made her more mad.
Dude, I'm about to
Like I'm being
You ever go
tough.
get the switch?
Like I'm being tough.
Word, like that's what like
Down south.
You ever
my
go-
aunts, we get the switch. We never did nothing. I got switched one time. Never did nothing ever.
My aunt and uncle used to make me do that.
It was a test time too. Like it was like you want like hit you one time. Test.
Wait. Pause for a minute. Pause for a minute. She don't know what a switch is.
I do know what it is.
Oh, you do?
Yes. You go pick a branch.
Mm-hmm.
No, you talking about a big ass steak. No, we talking about that thin shit. That don't break.
That thing, yeah.
You peel that shit.
I used to grow them.
I mean, either one. It depends on how mad they are. Like,
Either one.
They got the
If you get hit with a big ass,
they got the bar. Like they got the patient right now. Did you make them that mad? Because when you come back with an attitude with the branch, you can't hit with the branch. Like, now talking to you through me peeling it, it's different.
I try to get a long thin one that you can't get no weight to it, no swing. I got switched one time.
No, I never. We only got it one time, but it was just a test.
I just got like.
That's not down south.
I remember my aunt
A lot of it is from like when you live like down south, like that's a commonality down there. Like
my aunt and uncle, they grew up in the deep south Alabama, in like Dothan, Helen, Alabama. So they used to stay in South 20th Street, and one of the times that myself and my cousins we acted up, we had to go get a switch.
You got switch more than once.
Oh yeah.
he was out here doing shit.
I
was never bad down south. I was only bad.
Yo, he was like,
you do better.
I was with my cousin one time. He said, "Yo, go get the switch."
They're gonna hang me or something.
He went to go get the switch. You know that thin piece you was talking about? He thought he could play one off.
50.
He said, he looked at it. He said, he grabbed him and was like, "I said go get the switch."
Where like this ain't a real good.
Go get the switch. Until it came back, it had to be like this, pause. And it had to be a branch, like a twig. He's like, no, I'm gonna do it
You trying to hit me with that dick twist? I'm hitting your ass back.
Where's Dice? What?
I switched like this, bro.
Dice,
No.
You saying, but I seen my cousins get hit with stuff like that.
Yeah.
shit. This is
that,
very
triggered, right? I'm not
so
hold you.
the next one, we're at 5 now.
Emotional abuse and physical abuse.
Yeah. All right. This one kind of broke me down, and it broke me down because of recent events. So the next one is sabotage.
Damn.
So
Give me an example, because
purposely ruining your reputation, achievements, or success. Mm-hmm. Examples could be like making you miss work, school, practice. So relationship, she can't go practice because you want her to be with you, whatever the case may be. Keeping you from getting schoolwork done. Talking about you behind your back and starting rumors, threatening to share private information about you. It gets deep. But God, the reason I got triggered by that last part is because there has been a string of like kids committing suicide, like within the past months and I just read one today. It's crazy because this is what like when we were kids, we didn't think that this was happening. Like that's what I'm saying. Like while we was kids, but now we're growing up. Now we're seeing like with the age of social media, everything like that. Like these kids are deciding to end their lives at 12, 9, 8 years old. Like they're really getting hit that hard at supposed to be your joyous times. At that your pure happiness when you're a kid. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
social media multiplies social abuse. I mean,
it does. It amplifies it. It really amplifies that sharing of private information because even
revenge porn,
cyberbullying, things of that nature, and it goes from each age. Like first of all, it's crazy that 8, 9-year-olds have Facebooks. They have these social platforms they can go on.
It used to let you have a certain age in it. So now kids
see, but it was so easy to get past that.
No, now a long time ago, you know how you put usually kids are 18 or older, people are 18 or older. Now the age can you go.
The age limit actually went down. Yeah,
why the age is 13 years old?
They probably see because these people are evil marketers. Because they knew when they did it the first time, 18, they knew that was the safe mark. But they knew that there was kids out here like, listen, I could just lie and say I'm this and get on here. So they're like, you know what? Instead of finding a way to stop that, we're just gonna open it to them so we can end that problem of having to sneaking around and I'm getting more exactly.
But parents also got lazy. So
yeah, that too.
So not my kid couldn't go outside, but he could talk and she could talk to whoever. So.
See, but then also for some parents, I agree. Some parents are very lazy, but I also think that some parents give their children the world without knowing it, and they don't know the borderline between like policing it or when it's going too far. Like I could give you a phone, and you could be the utmost, upright kid, but I don't know what looking at, Googling. But then what if I like, okay, every week I gotta go on your phone and look what you search on Google and look that for you to have this phone. Like, then I'll be like, that's going too far. So it's like, there's that line again. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard when we have the world literally in our pocket and people's views in our pocket, and the fact that it could reach you, you can't run away from it. So that's why I was starting to like get choked up about it, because I'm like, this is crazy that I read this right now. 12-year-old committing suicide, like, because it's the issue that the Uber driver, that situation with the Uber driver, the family wants to take action against the Uber driver because the Uber driver did his job, took the girl to a location she wanted to, and she committed suicide there. But they're trying to put it on the Uber driver, like, yo, you drove her to her death, basically.
He didn't know that.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying, he was just doing his job.
Now she was staying in the car and like, oh, I'm about to kill myself.
The next 10 people could probably kill so you don't know that.
That's what I'm just saying. But I agree, it's not fair on like the family was doing. But it is crazy to think that a 12-year-old girl, she's 12.
That's the only thing.
Then
that's
she's 12.
She's young?
I didn't know
She's
she was
young.
And an Uber?
In an Uber.
No, sometimes people.
But that's what I'm saying. People do that.
We know people that had their kids go to school.
In Uber.
That's
Too
illegal.
lazy. Like you
It's
said,
illegal.
parenting is lazy.
Right?
You say parenting is lazy.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It's making it more.
See, but I'm not. I could be mistaken, but I think before, because this actually was like a topic that happened in Uber. Like, I think they fixed it, but beforehand, I don't think they really had proper policies in place for situations like that.
How long ago was this? Because it was a rapper girl down south that just did the same thing. She got locked up though. She sent her.
Yeah, I heard that one. Was that the one I heard on the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, I think he was like, he was 9 or 10.
Yeah, he was like 9.
She sent him to school in the Uber.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Uber driver took him to the police station, and then they arrested the lady.
But a lot of Uber drivers, they opened line. A lot of Uber drivers came and said that happened very, very often.
No, it does.
Because that Uber driver could easily kidnap that kid.
Yeah,
easily.
easily.
Like, that's a little kid.
Yeah, easily. That is kind of crazy, honestly. It says that the part like it was that because she was 12, and I'm thinking like, yo, what is she going through at 12 that she's like, yo,
Things change,
my
man.
life,
Things
man.
change now. If it growing up, you tell me like social media is the thing. So I'm gonna learn social media. So now that somebody asked me social media, I feel like everybody knows now. It's like I feel bad because I'm not nothing now because I'm not as good on social media.
that's to want to end your life at 12, because you would think like 12, what are you worrying about 12? When I was worrying about 12, we would think about that, and then we can't even use that as a precedent anymore.
People grow up differently, bro. People grow up differently.
I just feel like it's less friends, it's less human interaction, less conversation,
You don't know,
one-on-one contact. So like everything is social media. Like I don't care if you know me. Like we go on social media, you like my picture, I'm cool, we good. If I talk to you right now, it's pointless. I don't care. If you like my picture, it's like I gotta like.
So
it's heavy. It's heavy on Instagram. It's
and
heavy
then being
on
kids, right? Let's say you're a kid, you're on social media. So let's say your friends, you know your friend, y'all talk. So it's like you feel some type of way that you just posted. So now I gotta figure out, is this truly how you feel because you're going to post? So now it's like we don't interact with each other. So it's like I'm assuming whatever.
And that's how it happens. Like, okay, if me and my friend going through something, but I don't know how to say it directly, but you'll post it. Like that's.
And I'm gonna think one thing, but that's not how you think. Cause I'm just reading.
But that kind of contributes to like as far as because private information could be a lot of things. Private information could be like putting our business out there, like you said. Like what if from day somebody put a business out there, what if she ain't want nobody to know that? That's probably what's going on with her. So then now it happened at the wrong time, and she just can't take everything anymore, and it rashes her. She just kills herself or harms herself or do anything. So it's very disheartening for me that for sabotage. But also with men, about as soon as they break with a girl, they're sharing her naked photos or even showing it to their friends like girls, see this like shit like that.
Exposed culture, and we love it. How many times you see those they exposing like you want to read the whole thing, like show me the receipts, like.
Not exactly. Yeah, exactly. We don't social media watching shade room and things like that.
I can never do nothing like that.
I can never.
That's wild. I'm sorry, that's just wild.
I can never know.
See, but I feel like we're actually making so much money for the culture. Like we have the shade room, we have all TMZ, all of this that's been glorified. We all go to, we all follow them sometimes.
Growing up, they say move gossip, right?
Yeah, but
now
like,
they got shows
everything is
gossip.
gossip. Like,
you come to the show to know, like, okay, she about to spill the juice. So you come to the show, like, what?
Like, look at purpose.
It's our new religion.
Purposely ruining your reputation, achievement, success. That is what's happening almost every day when you look at anything media-wise or social media.
I don't know why.
Michael Jackson, like you're purposely putting this out right now for your own gain because so you're willing to ruin someone's reputation, achievements, all that. This man is dead, but you don't want him to rest in peace because you still gotta get yours. So you're gonna use somebody that's dead. Nothing can happen to him anymore. He's dead. So now, but his story's not. But his story could benefit you and only you. That it comes in forms like that.
Yep. I mean, like with even like the online dating thing, like my ex, it was levels to his crazy. I had to change my number because he created fake dating profiles for me, like using like my pictures and stuff like that. So I would get like messages from these people. Oh, but she said this and that. I saw you on this website, but Ames, what you looking for? I'm like, what?
He's sitting here trying to trap you.
Right.
And that he's trying. So that's what he's saying. He's trying to sabotage her. So that now
calling my mother to me, like, oh, I saw your daughter on this dating website. My mother's asking me, oh, so why are you on all like ruining my family relationships because it's like if somebody shows you this and that, you believe it, they need to lie.
That's true.
Yeah.
All you have to see a face and a name. You think like this has gotta be.
Yeah. And that also goes to isolation. So what he's doing, sabotaging her, falls back into the isolation thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this to show your mom, not because I want your mom to know, because I want y'all to have a wedge between y'all, and then now you don't even want to do it. Belittling. This happens often. Making you feel bad about yourself, calling you names, making rude remarks, stuff like that. Yeah. I said J. Cole himself said it, and he said that line. I went with it. All true jokes, all jokes contain true shit. And then I use that line for a lot of things. Like some people make jokes, but then you know it's true.
It's like people that be back to social media again.
Mm-hmm.
The people that post stuff and be like, nah, it's nothing. There's nothing. You posted this for a reason.
Yeah.
Like you posted this. People like, nah, that's not subliminal. It's not nothing. It don't got nothing to do with nothing. And then
depends on how
you pick this post for a reason. Like I'm saying, all posts in the world, all the memes in the world, you pick this meme and post for a reason.
Literally, once you see the meme, you be like, I know this. Like this happened. And you post it. They probably don't hit you with you don't care as much as it is when you post it.
To me, it definitely means something. You chose that for some reason. Like,
we do that all the time when we were younger, even now, but especially when we were younger in relationships where it was like, oh, we going through something. I'm not gonna say what we're going through, but it's gonna say I'm gonna put up a post that's gonna say, all our relationships go through this and that, but if you hear like stuff like that, you see that all the time, and you literally going through that right now. So now I'm watching it, like, oh, that's what you want. Like, you're not saying our story, but you're saying what's going on. Like, you're purposely doing it subliminal. Like, so that, I don't know, that could I don't know, that's how I feel about that specifically. Like, that is literally in a way, but like.
But sometimes I think even with that, I feel like it's like a blurred line. Because sometimes you do joke about things that your partner does because like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think it's about the timing. Like, where are you doing it? Is it appropriate time to do it? Yes. Sometimes it may be like, okay, stop it. It's enough. Like, you're doing it a little too much. It's not right here, not right now.
So look, we was watching. I just said it today. We watching the YouTube thing, and the guy was abusing his girl because she didn't cook, right? So I'm like, I'm joking. This is not how I am at all. Like, not even a little bit. I don't like it. I condone it. I just do it because I was funny to her. Assume that it's how I am. I'm a wild with exactly. The guy he hit his girl because she didn't cook. He had a long day at work. She's on the phone all day, like on the phone, like just talking and do nothing. She's on the phone. So I'm like, that's what she did. And I looked at her to laugh. Like she'll give me like, what? So I'm like,
you picked the wrong time.
No, I did it on purpose. So I stopped and I said, I was doing my own little experiment. So I stopped and I said, so if anybody else would have seen, if you didn't know who I was, anybody else would have seen that, I thought like, girl, if you say that, then he means it.
Oh, I see what you said.
That's not who I am. That's not who I am.
Outside person looking at him like, oh, he joking like that? Oh, he dead. It's just like, yeah, now you're an abuser. Now you need help. Now he's slipping her cards like, yo, call me.
Why?
Like, what's going on? But
So, that's
that I think we all experienced that belittling at some point. But I mean, in those extreme cases, you know, when someone calls you stupid, and you know how they say when people say things to you over and over, call you stupid, fat, all that stuff, your brain really does capture that and perceives it as truth. So it was like, alright, this must be true. Like, I must be this. I must be that.
Men do that to control too.
Yeah, men do that to control things.
And to make sure that they feel like only you love them for they are, and nobody else
does. Exactly.
But sometimes some stuff is women take stuff in a certain concept. You say like, you say stupid thing, you call me stupid or something. You just say, you're not stupid. That's stupid. I'm losing the word I said before. That's stupid. I'm saying you're stupid. So now they think like when we say that's stupid to say, they assume it's going to be done when you're stupid. It's like,
but it does hit differently. It's like if you say something is crazy, but you said it, I'm not calling you stupid, but what you said was stupid, it still goes back to you the one that said it.
You the one that said it.
So it still hits.
Okay, another thing. So we use the B-word, bitch. We use bitch. Let's say you call a girl a bitch, right? Because she grew up thinking like bitch is so bad. Like, I don't know how I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. If you look up bitch, right, it say spiteful and unpleasant woman, right? So it's how you use it. They don't understand how you use it. You say, yo, you act like a bitch or not. So I'm a bitch, I'm a bitch. I'm not calling you a bitch until in spite of saying like what you thought you knew when you grew up. Nah, I'm telling you, acting unpleasant and spiteful.
Whatever y'all went out to dinner, y'all, and it was a couple next to y'all arguing, and he was like, you always act like a bitch. How y'all gonna look at each other? Like
everybody,
right?
Yeah, somebody else said.
Somebody next to y'all, and he's like, you always acting like a bitch every time you go out.
Yeah,
how you gonna be?
No, see, that's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. I'm one of a kind, right? I'm gonna look like he said it, but I'm gonna think like I know what it means.
No, I'm always gonna be like,
nobody's Googling.
Growing up, I already knew.
Nobody's doing all that. When it comes down to it, when you call somebody bitch, you're just trying to be disrespectful. When it comes down, yes, it means spiteful and unpleasant.
Why you say spiteful? Why you say spiteful? You want it to hit hard.
That's a lot of work. You just want to hit hard.
Exactly. That's why.
And it says female dog, right? Bitch is female dog. That's no. That's what she eat. That's what you eat in spot beat. You being like a bitch.
I'm gonna use that.
No. Do not social experiment that because we are not liable to anything that's
everybody try it.
I'm not trying it. You are.
I never do it.
Babe, I already know what's up.
I never do it. I never did it. I never did it. I never called a girl a bitch.
Not doing like that. Not doing like that.
Because like a bitch.
I hate
why was like it's a dog? Like you like excuse me?
But that's my thing. When you got definitions of words, they literally have synonyms of every other word you could have used. But why you use that one? Because you wanted to be
female dog too long.
But it's the
Bitch
same.
has a definition though. But fuck doesn't have a definition.
But
use
But the thing is, the same word with the N-word, it had its own meaning. It had its own meaning. But the way it is used in context to this day, it's a sensitive word. It's the same thing with bitch.
But what's the definition of fuck? When you say, oh, I fucked her last night, but you know that's sex, because I'm using it. So if I say, fuck you, it's like, what, sex you? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the way we're using the word.
That's how you use it.
See, but you just threw a wrench in your own thing because your whole argument is based off the word having a definition. You just use a word that don't technically have a definition. So your argument is how you use it is different than when the word literally. If I could look up the word you want to use and it's hurtful, but it has 86 other synonyms.
You could use 86.
Then you could use 86 other synonyms. You use this one.
You're acting like a jerk.
There's not 50 synonyms.
Eating like a bitch is a good one though. I like that one.
That's the safer one. You know the safer one.
Because we eating, I say eating like a bitch. We could be joking about that, like joking. I don't know if you're gonna joke with me, but
no, she not. Like, I suggest you cover your face like this as you say it, because that right or left hook.
I'm like, oh, you eating like a bitch.
She gonna drop that whole.
The girl gonna say she's gonna be bitch like, what?
It's over, your night ruined.
No, it's not. If I'm not like, you eat like a bitch, like, nah, I feel like, ew. Like, but if I'm like, oh, you eating like a bitch, like, that's better.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's belittling.
It's still look how easily we can fall into belittling. I'm telling you, it is a fine line. That's why I said, like, we laughing with it on the deeper scale. That is how easy a person can fall with it. Now, and take what we doing to the extreme. And that's how people become self-conscious.
Mm-hmm. They capitalize on your insecurities.
Yeah, they see insecurity.
That's why I said we can talk about the video.
Listen, you know what? It's going to be a pushback because then we might think we're going somewhere with that argument, but then when they flip that argument with the whole N-word and all that one, we gonna be trumped on that one, and it's going.
That's how you.
Alright, so if we had a discussion, we gotta have listen.
Because you can't
just walk in and think
well, women call women the B word because they ain't gonna be like, well, niggas call niggas the B word. Like, I mean N-word, like so.
Call N-word and B word,
like
so. That's what I'm saying. We got out there the debate. I might be coming soon, but we gonna have to.
That's gonna be a long.
We gonna have to have our side. They have their side. We gonna have to really have information because that's crazy.
I don't know. But you eat like a bitch, good one.
Alright, y'all, if y'all want to.
Yo, let's go how that work out.
We'll learn from you.
If it work out right,
wise men learn from mistakes of others.
Exactly.
Exactly.
If you do it, let me know, and then I might try.
It's gonna be like a prank.
We'll be wise. You be smart.
I'm running.
I'm making a prank. I'm recording.
I feel like this next one goes into manipulation in a way. Is guilty. You know, making you feel guilty, responsible for your part of the actions. Example they have is making you feel responsible for their happiness. Oh, that's interesting. That's a switch.
Making you feel.
Making you feel responsible for their happiness. And Will Smith brought that up a while ago. I love what he said that.
Even people be like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh,
we not together.
Yeah.
That's
the example.
Wow.
I think that's that's it right here. It says making you feel like everything is your fault, threatening to hurt themselves or others if you don't do as they say or stay with them, or pressuring you to do anything sexually not comfortable with. But what you're saying right there, I've seen a billion times when I was younger. As soon as it's like when I knew people that was like, yo, I'm about to break up with Shorty, whatever, telling me the situation, but he was like, the reason I can't because of this, she did harm herself. Now you stuck in that relationship. And I know people that are married that they end up being married. Like you want to break up with them at this point, but because they've done hurt themselves every single time you want to leave, now you're married to them. Like, that's crazy. They're married. That's crazy, but that's abusive. And
is it okay? Let's just say.
I think that's worse. That's worse.
Let's say you got a side chick that's accepted to be a side chick. Is that me being abusive?
First of all, you got a side chick.
No, I'm just saying. Is that you being abusive? Because she's like she want that position.
That's abusive, bro.
It's abusive.
Because she want to.
It's gonna evolve. She's gonna want.
She's gonna evolve. Want to be.
Well, that depends.
I'm saying, but if she's saying
there are perfect male side dudes and side chicks. Like, but I'm just saying, like people that like, you know how males brag like, I don't mind being a side dude. Like
they don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because side dudes, I mean, as a side dude, you just care about the sex. As a side female, you want. That's what I'm getting to. There's some females who think the same with the dude.
Yeah,
that's one sex, and that's it.
That's because they probably got a relationship and got a side. So that dude that.
I mean, regardless of
what,
regardless, I'm just saying.
Regardless of.
That's the only way it could probably happen though.
It's never talked about in the light of females. Like we always think females always want more.
If female don't have to do it at all, I'm just gonna set the side. And she got a husband. And then the dude thinking she decides, not knowing that she thinking he decides, and that's different. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it depends on what you have.
Yeah.
It depends on what you have. Other than that, it don't matter. Like still, we all want the same thing. But if you got more than me, then cool. I want more. Like
I think it becomes a problem when, like, if the side person is like, okay, I don't want this no more, but you keep bringing them back in, like, oh, so you done? For real, you serious? So you reel them back in thinking things are going to change when they were trying to exit that situation. I think that's when it becomes emotional abuse. Like, they were trying to leave the situation, but you just...
Like, controlling. Like, exactly. That's what I said. Like, the one way, like, okay, if you leave, I'm going to hurt myself. But also,
you know,
like,
I'm not happy in my relationship. Well, you know you're my happiness. Like, you make me happy. You don't think how things are at home. So then you reel them back in.
Yeah.
So that's
one way. That's one way. Maybe explain it as how using happiness, like you don't want to leave because you know if you leave, this person is gonna maybe not hurt themselves, but like they're gonna enter a rut. And now you feel bad, but now you feel like you caused that rut because you were that happy.
No, I was like that. I was in a relationship for like years, like maybe 8 years. Mind you, she never told me not one time that if I leave, she would be unhappy. It's just the fact that I know for a fact if I go, she would be miserable. She would be bad. She would have to help the. What do you call that when you have the structure? She don't have all that stuff.
Oh, like a foundation.
Yeah, they get good foundation, but I know just me being there was a complete foundation for the person. So I stayed around till like I was miserable for years, bro.
That is true.
And it was tough for me.
I have a question for you all. Say if you're I'm gonna paint the scenario for you. Say if you're out, you left the relationship, you got a new one, right? And that's the ex-girlfriend calling you, emailing you, texting you.
Oh shit.
You know about this one too. You're like. But what happens if you have that ex that does that? She hits you with this, the guilt, but she also hits you with exactly the example that we're discussing. If you leave your relationship, your current relationship, if you don't leave and we don't work this out right now, I'm gonna harm myself. But it was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just already telling myself. So I had a ex-girlfriend, maybe for about 3 years or so. Yeah, about 3 years. 2 years, something like that. When I was with the girl I'm with now, on my birthday 2 years ago, maybe two years ago. On my birthday 2 years ago, I'm on my way down to Philly to meet my school, and I get a call, I get text messages from the block numbers. So I know that block numbers, and if you don't answer,
they come swift.
You don't answer, they calling again. You gonna call again till you answer. Yeah, you got no fucking choice. So I had it where she would call, and she said, "Listen, I want this to work." The manipulation shit, yeah, that part, yeah, that's the trigger. Because she was like, "I want this to work, and I think you should be with me instead. We already worked all this out. Why would you fuck it up? You know, you fucked it up already. I can take it back. We can make it work."
She don't need blame on you.
Some people just can't handle when their time is up. Like, you had your turn. You obviously didn't know how to do the job. You're fired. So somebody you feel the position.
Wow, right? Nah, but that is how. Yeah. Like, that person that got fired but still at the job, so like you.
But at the same time too, I think when for me, I have a big heart. So if I know I fuck up, I'm gonna go the extra mile to make sure that we are all good. You know, like the relationship is true.
So you that's your message to the person that you are with.
Once you do that, you messed up, bro.
See, he fed into it with the happiness part.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you
happiness part.
See, but that wasn't like I did shit that I did.
Because then you making that person feel like you're not.
You still care about me.
Yeah, you're not emotionally busy because you're leading them on. Instead of just being like, you know what? No, I've moved on. This is what it is. Cut it out, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because then,
you can say I helped you one time. I helped you this one time. That other than that, that's it.
Oh no.
She guilted you, and you guilted yourself, and then you lost that because you was 2-on-1.
But you know what the wild shit is? This is the first time it's happened, and I've never had somebody say, "Yo, don't call nobody, don't call my moms, don't call nothing." She even told me that one night, I think she did some Instagram stalking.
Instagram stalking is
crazy. Guy somehow found my page, found her page, right? And told me in an email, and I still have, that she actually tried to commit suicide. And the train tracks.
Was that a bluff or was it?
It's like, how do you know? Like,
how do you know?
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what? But
I think if you're able to say it, then you know, like, you might.
If you're able to say it and describe it the way you're describing it,
you thought about it.
You thought about that.
You might think
you thought about it.
Yeah.
You can do something.
So when you hit me with that, and then you say, if you don't get back with me, if you don't do this, then you're gonna have a problem. I felt one part of me, I did feel guilty for what I did, because in a way I felt as though, damn, this is
because you know her, you don't expect her to say that.
Yeah, because you partially ended it, so you feel like you should have continued.
But I was the person like that caused this whole fucking collapse.
See, yeah. But she guilted him, but he fell into the trap because he also felt guilty, but he also still moved on as well.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Sometimes you have to let go of that guilt, because sometimes people manipulate situations. Like, oh, maybe we have kids together. Well, we're supposed to be a family. Not knowing that the relationship was over a long time ago. You just need to let go. So some people.
You creeped him. Nah, yo, but that is crazy, and that's how. But I find it astounding that I know people who really married off that. It's crazy because look, but
that's why I don't know. It's a guy in Yama. He was married for 26 years, and then 26 years. Though. It's crazy. She still fucked the same way. Iyanla, Van Zant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love
Look it up. She
Yeah,
was married for 26 years and didn't want to be with her, bro. Because he felt like she was being happy. She didn't know how to. He felt like he liked to see her happy, like to see her doing better, but he felt like no other thing can help.
Could do it like he can. That's
And
good.
he tried to leave sometimes and still tell her that I will still help you, but it ain't the same as it knowing that you right next to me. I can wake up and you right on the same bed as me.
Yeah.
It's the same. So that's crazy.
Yeah, he gave her enough love to keep her.
Yeah, that's crazy. 26 years, bro.
One thing I think to watch out for, because I was reading this also, is that think about what I'm saying, like that toxic behavior of like I'm gonna hurt myself, we break up, we don't break up, and I end up married. But now think about that, like I'm looking at two married people, and I'm assuming they're happy as they married, they happy as they post pictures, happy, but not. But then you add that detail into it, you thinking like, yo, like what's going on? Like, that means pictures say a picture are 1,000 words, but there's 1,000 left that's behind that picture that you do not know what's going on. But think about how many people were like, oh, I want to be like them.
Why?
Yeah, my
Go off a picture. Like, I want to be like them.
his wife, well, she's his ex-wife now, but she was bipolar when they were dating. Like, she had bipolar, and he thought, oh, okay, we're going together, I can handle it. And then they end up getting married. They had a kid. Now the kid is just as toxic as the mother is, and the mother's in a psych ward. So now you've created this whole environment when all you have to do is just leave.
I'd rather leave, and yeah, you might be miserable and hurt, but I'd rather
Have
assume that you're gonna get better. I'd rather assume that than you telling me all this. I'd rather just assume that.
Yeah, that's why I said that. That's why that's very toxic.
Because if you kill yourself, I'd rather.
people.
This might sound so bad, but if you kill yourself, you can't say I didn't physically kill you.
Yeah.
It was you. Your problems were deeper than you. Is what it was.
I had a problem that I guilted myself because once again, on my ex, she actually had a kid. You know when you with now you know when you with a girl, like I grew attached to the kid, and then now when we broke up, now I'm using the fact that like I still care about the kid. So but now when I broke up, like I'm still thinking like, yo, how he's doing, things like that. But like I can't ask those questions. Like, no, I can't. I had to shut that completely off because yeah, that's a crack.
The hard part is the kid fall in love with you.
Exactly, and that's what was happening because I was involved with such a young stage. Like he wasn't even a year at the time, so that's an attachment phase.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm maneuvering in this realm like of a family in a sense, and now it's like imagine a man that has to be away from his family. Not to say I was to that extent, but that is what the picture would look like if you was to see me around. Like that's probably how close I was trying to get, at least. You know what I'm saying? So I like at first there were signs where I should have left. Now I think he should be about 2 years old now. But before, at the time since it was 6 months, I felt so attached that I can't leave you because I'm leaving him as well. And I felt like I was borrowing the love I have for your son to equal it up to the love I have for you in a way, like for my reason to stay, and it wasn't fair. So I had to bypass it. That made me bypass all the red flags because I'm like, I'm gonna stay, but then it was not healthy. So I had to listen. Like you can't feel guilty. It sounds sad, but you really gotta say forget the kid, bro, because you continue to do that.
How do y'all feel about people that bash their ex? How do y'all judge those people?
I don't think I bash my ex. I just think I'm very warranted. I just think.
Okay, this is
I'm just saying all the things that he did.
I'm saying, like, do you look at him and be like, I'm just saying, like, do you judge the person on how the way they talk about the ex, like in a negative way?
Let me tell you mine.
Or how much they big them up.
No, that's what I said. She went through a lot, right, with her ex. And you know, people say I regret him. I don't feel like you regret anybody, right? And you thought this was it, right? You thought this was it. So I felt like due to the bad stuff, yeah, that's bad. But you felt like this could have been something. You know, and then it just work out too well. So when the girls start bashing, I don't like you bash him. You can bash the stuff that he did, that's abusing or whatever, that's stupid, but you thought this was something. You know, at the time you thought this was it. It's like the next person, you thought like he was it. But then when it work out, and then bash that one too, it's like, I don't care. I don't care that you do it, but it's like I think you can bash the bad stuff he did, but you saying, "Oh, I regret the order." Don't regret it. You thought that was something. You thought that could have been something.
I don't think I necessarily bashing.
I think you just learn
I
from.
just talk about things he did as what it is. You know what I mean? And it can come off as bashing. It's just like, this is my story. This is it. In order to know me, you need to know.
No, I don't think
what it was.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I just don't like when some people like bash people to make you feel better.
Right.
So it's kind of like, dude, using that to get a point from me. And it's like, now I don't like. I don't know. I just don't like stuff like that.
And but it's crazy because those girls with guys do that a lot. They bash their ex in front to make it seem like, nah, you the best one for me. But then all of a sudden, like, it's a lie. Like, you really do still have feelings for him, and then now you're in a whole cheating situation, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But I thought he wasn't this, it wasn't that. No, and it's like basically he wasn't. But she's saying that because she felt like maybe he should be. But I don't really care. But maybe he should be in other people's eyes. So I'm gonna tell you that.
I think you shouldn't, period.
That's like say.
I think you shouldn't bash, period.
Yeah, you should.
I don't think you should bash.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, of course, y'all didn't. I mean, y'all not together no more. Yeah. But like, just saying things that's like wrong. Like, I just feel like you're a very spiteful person, and when something goes wrong, you're gonna do the same thing to me.
Because
exactly.
you do that shit.
Actually, I think that goes to
when you do that shit, you're doing that shit off of emotion.
Yeah.
You're not really thinking, alright, if I say this shit, first of all, if I'm saying it to somebody, 9 times out of 10, if I put it on social media or if I'm saying it to somebody's face, they don't give a fuck. Like, they just don't care. But they want to hear your story. They want to hear it. But I think if you're bashing somebody, that only makes you look worse as a person. Keep it.
Yeah.
If it ended good, if it ended on good terms, cool. If it ended on bad terms, take your loss.
Yeah.
Keep it pushing. And then just say, even you said you bigged them up. If you ended on good terms, you bigged them up, no problem with that.
What if she eating wild and she's talking about ex, bashing her ex? I can call her a bitch then?
He was saying that
because he just said when he said spiteful, it is spiteful. So what if your girl wild and talking about her ex, bashing her ex, and then I can say, oh, you acting like a bitch?
Nope, dead.
Still can't. And no instance you can call a female a bitch. No instance.
He's trying to.
Unless she's going absolutely wild. Is this something who's freaking crazy?
Oh no.
I mean saying it in a way where we both like, No.
Nah, if a girl got a knife on me,
I don't say that. I don't say that word.
Do you want her to call you a bitch?
No, I don't say that word. But I'm just saying.
I think, would you want her to? I don't think the only way it's okay if she can call you a bitch right back. Like, bitch, like.
No, she call you a faggot.
Okay, bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that,
so it's. I don't think it's ever okay.
I mean, honestly,
honestly,
that bullet is too small for my bullet. Like, if I call you a bitch, it'll hit you way harder.
I'll be ready.
If a girl call you a pussy, you like, you fucking pussy.
Look how fast we can enter a domestic situation. Look how fast it's domestic, bro. That's the amount of risk. That's
don't be a crowd and dudes around.
But look,
and then the boys look at you like, oh.
But look how words could change everything, bro. You could be a person that never hit a woman. You got never hit a woman in your life. That one time she just said the word pussy at the wrong time. You're like, what? And now you go for pure emotion. Now you hit her. Domestic. Now you're in a whole domestic abuse situation, bro. And that's why people's words matter, bro. Words matter.
I think, to me, growing up, I thought to hurt a female is just to walk away. Let her scream. If you not go back, just walk away like she be mad.
No, we learned that, but we get the repercussions right after. It's a cycle.
But it's just like that one time when you don't walk away because it's just like, oh no, you got me
that
now.
One time. I'd rather just walk away so she can be.
Nah, walking away really kills him.
It really does.
Silence and walking away kills him.
Hanging up the phone.
Oh, that kills anybody. It kills anybody.
That is what one of them was saying before.
I love that shit.
And you can't even do this no more. You gotta end it.
Yeah.
You can't even do this no more. Remember this?
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, no, we said
man, you gotta like, alright, you still hear a little second go on, hit the background, you got push.
Imagine when Apple was going through that pollen with the face, I could FaceTime you and pick up without you do it. Imagine you throw your phone, think you do stuff. She's still like, and she pick up for you, like, yo, like you ain't get rid of me, like you gotta destroy your shit.
Nah, we talk about flip phone. You just slam at your mouth hard like.
Yeah, like you even close it. Now you gotta push in, like alright.
See, but that's what I'm saying. With that, you can but she can call you right back, and pick up for you, so it's over. Like, and it's gonna be loud enough. You're gonna hear it. She gonna
No, that shit happens way too many times.
When your inbound freeze, like.
That's what I'm saying. What if your screen not working right now? You can't hang up.
You gotta hold aside. Like,
I'm like clicking all this shit. Like to call emergency, like.
You know when you're falling asleep?
You know, because like the shit countdown now, right? So it's like 3, 2, I was like, oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, that's crazy.
You start clicking the end button mad time, you ain't know you ain't got that feature? Like, yo.
No. The worst one is when you're on the phone and you try to end it and your screen go black. Like,
oh, but it's still.
You go to sleep.
Yeah, you go to sleep like you
but when you play like this, it get light up again. When you play like this, it go back to sleep. Like,
when you're trying to glitching out, you're like, yo. See, and that's when you start doing all this extra stuff right here. Now you contacting 911 and now it gets
911, what's your emergency? Yo, get off the phone. Like, trying to talk.
But Kemon brought up one. What he was saying, it goes to the next one, which is validity. Validity. There you go. I couldn't say. I know volatile, but yeah, validity. So when you talk about like walking on eggshells, it's like walking on eggshells. Like 8. This is 8. So it's unpredictable overreactions to whatever that make you feel like you need to walk on eggshells around them or do things to keep them from lashing out. So it's like
I think we kind of got into that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I say it goes to what I was saying. So it's basically like I'm afraid to do this because I feel like you're gonna lash out this way, and it goes back to it goes back to that. Deflecting responsibility. I feel like this is me. I took that as this is one of the things I making excuses for their behavior. Examples can be blaming you. I feel like if you rewind, we did this at some point. Blaming you, other people, or past experiences for their actions. Using alcohol or drugs as an excuse.
Is that a blame?
It is a blame.
Instead of just being like, oh, you know, I was wrong this time.
So how come? No, you can do that. You're still blaming what you did from before. What if I acknowledge that like what I did was wrong, right? Right. And
what
I did was wrong, but it started because of this. I'm the way I am.
I think the thing is like if you're aware, I think the problem is when you continue to use that as your reasoning.
That's the thing.
So if you continue using that as your reasoning, it's like, okay, that means you're aware of it. So what are you going to change with your past experience? So you don't keep repeating the same mistake. I think that's what.
See, but I think what it would go to is that like you see how sometimes. We be like, yo, but all right, well, a woman did something, right? Because when women do stuff to us, we be like, okay, but why? Like, it's like now, if you would have did it this way, then it would have been this and that and this. Like, that's making it so it's easier for you. But like, why does she have to do that?
Tough.
Why isn't it never? Now, why can't you change the way you took it? Mm-hmm. Instead of so you're criticizing the way someone says it, but there's no accepting responsibility of how you took it. You could have been the one that mistook it.
See now me and her, like when something happened, I literally react to her. I'm like, you know what? Explain to me a little different so I can understand it. Mm-hmm. Explain it in your way, but so I can.
Because before he was just shut down.
She hate when I do this little hand thing, man.
Yo, yeah.
I ain't gonna fall off. She's gonna live.
She's like, nah.
You know what you talking about, man?
But that's the thing. I think you have to be open to change.
Then one day I swear I did this. I was like, you know what? She explained it, I'm like, I didn't like it, but I'm like, oh, I understand it that way. I understand that.
And that's why I said I feel like men do that all the time in that aspect where like we always even trying for other guys too, but just in relationship period with people, we just be like, oh, you could have just did this way, did that way, did this way, but there's no like, well, I could have did this, I could have did this as well. Like it's only like it's your fault, not mine. So deflecting the responsibility that does. People deal with that all the time.
That's how you know nobody's perfect, bro. Nobody can be 100% match. Each other 100 or 100%. Nobody has that.
Because it's interesting.
I'd rather have 60-40 than still 100. Still 100, right? You're not gonna have nobody's gonna have 100 and 100 because of this. Because of that right there too.
It's not. But
that's why have disagreements.
That's why. I don't know how to put emotions and understanding each other into like a percentage or anything like that, or like. I don't know how to do that.
I'm just saying. When I say 60-40 because it's still equal to 100. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's say the man is 60% or 40%, women 40%.
See, but that's what I'm thinking. But what that? See, that's why everybody uses the 80-20 rule, and I still
80-20.
80-20 rule was like the 80-20 rule is like
I know 80-20.
Yeah, like you like what was that movie? Why You Get Married? He was like you went for the 20, which was the side chick, but now you missing the one that was the 80. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole 80-20 rule. I believe in that rule. I just feel like what works for you. What's your 80? Whatever your 80 is, your 80 is. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
60-40 to me, I don't know. If I was to put it in a percentage like that, 60-40 is like, why not 70? Like that 170.
40 is close to 50.
40 is close to like, that means you're not even giving half.
I'm going up. Nobody's going to be 50-50. I don't care what you say. No, 50-50.
No. I'm saying, but I don't like putting stuff like that into numbers. But if I was to go off the rule,
I'll put the
80,
person into a number. I'm going to put her to a
60-40.
number. I'm just saying, generally speaking, like.
That's what I'm saying. But
I can be nobody.
But if I go off that, I like 80-20 better. That's what I'm saying. Than 60-40.
80-20.
That means damn near half of you is problematic. That's basically.
So you a woman 80 and guy 20?
Because he's talking about 60-40. Like the way the 80-20 rule work is that okay, I accept you for everything, right? You're my 80. I understand you're not perfect, but you're my 80. You know what I'm saying?
20%.
The 20% is the flaws, but you deal with that. But in the example that he did, he went for the 20. She had all the stuff that he don't want, and basically none of the stuff he didn't. He did want. So it's problematic. He chose the 20. He divorced.
I use my different way, as if I'm just giving a number. I'm saying 60-40. I mean, like, let's say the girl sees me on 40. Like, we can build to be, it's still 100%. We still can build to be. It's still.
Saying,
but you're saying 80, meaning like she got.
No, but it's still.
He's saying 80% and 20% are bad of you and 80% good.
But even if you go by that, he's saying that if he got 60 and she got 40, their relationship itself is 100. What I'm saying is. Why can you have 60 and she have 40 and that's okay, or vice versa? Why does she have 60 and have to put up with your 40? Why can't you have 60?
I was number 10.
Why? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so that was deflecting responsibility. The final one. We're gonna get into the final one, which is betrayal. We've seen that all the time.
I think that's what the problem is with cheating. I think cheating itself has been around, I guess, at this level. So I think the problem people have with cheating is the betrayal aspect of it. Like, damn, like
the person doing the cheating or the person that's
the person that gets cheated on. Yeah.
Yeah. Betrayal does hurt different. It's like you could hurt me, sure, like somebody does, but that's almost like betrayal. That means like I attach it to someone like I would have never expected. Like this is beyond me really at this point.
Does it depend on how you value sex in your relationship, or that doesn't matter regardless if you cheat? You have sex with another person. I'm saying like because what if somebody doesn't consider that shit? Yeah, what if some people be like, well, sex is not like that big of a deal. Like it's just something we do. It's not us.
Exercise.
I'm saying like, what do you think those people?
That's what men think about it. If you're gonna say
some women do too.
Like if you don't consider having sex with somebody else betrayal, that means you're thinking of it as something as simplistic as just exercise.
I think
it's just an activity.
The betrayal of it is like, especially if somebody's been through that before and they've expressed it to you. Maybe somebody who's never had an experience with cheating and like that, then it's different. It still hurts you, but if somebody's expressed to you that this is what I've been through, don't do the same thing. If you feel like you're gonna be like this, then just leave. I think when you do it, then that's when the betrayal comes into that person. Like, damn, like I told you.
Either way, you're gonna betray them by just leaving. So if you say, no, just leave, you not do it.
No, it's, at least I feel better because I know why. No, we're not. We're not hurt. I think the thing is, I think for me it would not hurt. Like if you just left, I'd be like, thank you. Because then you make me feel that because by you staying and you doing that, it makes me feel like, damn, what was wrong with me? How you do? Because I would rather not be with somebody who cheated on me ever again because I don't want to deal with it. I can't for myself. I don't think I can be someone who can get past that. Yeah. Unless maybe I'm married, then you have more reason to try and make it work because there's other aspects to that. But for me myself, if he was to cheat on me, that's it. I cannot get past it. I would not be able to get past it because I'm going to make you think about it every single day. Because I can't forgive you because I've been through that already. I already warned you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what.
So that is.
I mean, both. I mean, honestly, they both betrayal, but one wound is more severe than the other one. Like what she's saying is, somebody crossing her, it will hurt me more than if you just left. If you just left and said, I just leave.
But because you leaving, it's like, I mean,
both of them gonna hurt.
You are leaving,
right,
it's like,
both of them hurt, but it's gonna heal a lot.
Yeah, because we left on good terms.
Yeah, so let's say I do leave, and then you be like, Like, dang, that mean you was going to betray me, you know what I'm saying? So now you thinking that.
That's thinking too deep.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But that's why I
some
feel
people
like
think too deep into it like
yeah.
that. But for me
I don't think
myself,
that's that deep, though.
I'll be like, I would respect you a lot more knowing that. Thank you for
and women always told us that.
I respect
but as
you
men,
more.
we could never bring ourselves to. I know for me myself, I could bring
Oh,
myself.
now I'm straight up 100%. 100%.
Because you still attached to that person. Now, like even when you leave, when people leave, like they be like, I'm done. When you leave, something is still attached from that person.
Nobody knows what the future holds. So I feel like if I do tell you this now, it might be something later on in the future. Nobody can predict the future.
That's the thing. Because I'm like, that's the thing. I'm not saying we never do that. But if you leave me because you know you were not right for this relationship right now, I have a lot more respect for you than you trying to be sneaky and get away with.
See, men feel like
that's what it is. That's where the problem comes in when somebody.
It's really disrespectful.
Because it's one aspect. It's one aspect. Okay, yeah, cheating, but then it makes me think about other things. Like, okay, what else are you gonna be trying to be sneaky about? Because now
it really does add that. It really adds that distrust in your mind that they're like, all right. Well, I didn't even know about this, so that means now you question everything.
Right.
So as y'all men, y'all feel like it's hard to be honest with a girl because y'all feel like y'all want to do it. Y'all want to be honest. Y'all know for a fact she gonna be sad or that. But then let's say later on in life, y'all know she'll get another boyfriend. So people scared of that.
That's how it. But that's why I say
know that she could have had a whole baby your whole life, but yeah, you still want to.
But that's our male ego because what even with, and that's why I said like this is why I contributed to men because our male ego says that it says if I do this you're gonna be so hurt but so because I'm assuming you're gonna be hurt because right now we're giving her emotion you don't even know
and I think that's what men don't understand about women like we are born with we're all but that's another thing like no, it's for women. We are born with all the hurt that we're ever gonna experience. We tolerate a lot more than men can ever tolerate. So that's why when we may think that you're protecting us, but you're really not. You're hurting us. You do more damage than you just leave. Because there was this thing that was like, who does a man love more? The woman he tells the truth or the woman he lies to? You know what I mean? I think you love me more by telling me the truth. Exactly. Because I may not like it, but it's easier for me to deal. You're assuming that I'm not going to be able to deal with it by you deciding for me, and that's problematic. And then you just facing just rip the Band-Aid off. You know?
Exactly. That's a
person.
Rip the
Band-Aid off. After meeting her, like I used to allow stupid stuff, like over dumb stuff. So now I feel like being honest really is like best thing. I've been honest maybe for a couple years now. I'll be honest for a couple years now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've been lying about stupid stuff because they know for a fact that they're gonna be hurt. They're gonna be hurt regardless. But they literally will forget. They will not forget, but they will get over that.
But for their own sanity, they will heal.
For their own, I don't know. I'm not a female, so I can't know how they will feel.
I just think about like this. If someone, you know how when some people get shot and it's a through and through. It hurt, but it just through and through, you'll be fine. But when a bullet gets stuck in there, now you gotta worry about a whole bunch of things, nerve damage. Like so instead of just getting the hurt over with through and through, now you want to keep the bullet there, and then now
hoping that it
don't do nothing. But it's so like some people don't die because of being shot; they die because the bullet melting in their system, did some other shit, stuff like that. So the repercussions is what killed them, not the actual gunshot. So men, I feel like we are so afraid of shooting them and just hitting them hard. Like, listen, this is what it is. I'm sorry. Like we both need our grieving process and then part ways, but we'll rather stay and let the repercussions slowly drain them and kill them.
I think about that is because I have a friend. Actually, I know somebody who, when they were going through a breakup and a running relationship, instead of doing some foul shit, he was actually honest enough in saying, like, yo, listen, I gotta be honest with you. This shit not really working out. I think we went through different pages. I see myself this way, and I think it's best for us to just go our separate ways. For that, if that happens in a relationship, I think for a female, please answer for I think for a female, that would show respect. She will respect you more based off the fact that even though you gotta do what you gotta do and you're saying what you're saying, she respects the fact that you came to her like a man and said, yo, this is what it is, this is how I feel, this is how I can't do it. Now, when you act, I admit, I've done it. I've done it where I would do, my way of saying I'm done was to do foul shit. And by me doing the foul shit, it was trying to get you to understand. Yo, red lights, like come on.
The most toxic thing we do. We don't want to break up with you. We're gonna get you to break up with us.
We'll show up by the actions and not by the words, and that's the thing. And I, just like you say, you being in a relationship with you, I would like. For me personally, I've learned. Yo, tell the truth. That shit feel good. Like that shit feel good.
For a lot of men, a lot of women, the person that you usually have, if you don't have your father, you have your mother. She's probably usually the strongest person that you know. So you need to remember that your girlfriend, whoever you're with, she's probably gonna be. She's just as strong. She's gonna be a mother one day. She's just that strong. We're born with all the hurt that we're ever gonna have. So when you just tell us what it is we see you as a man, because it takes a lot of ownership to do that. When you were a little boy, you try to lie, you try to hide things because that's what you. Oh, that's so easy. I want to avoid a whooping. But instead of the day that you stood up to your mother, like, no, you're not doing this. She's like, oh. Okay.
Well, that's me.
You a man now, so excuse me, so I'm gonna respect you more when you do the same thing, present the same energy in the relationship. When you just be honest and be like, okay, you owning up to it.
And then try to wait until.
Because then I look at you as a boy.
We wait until we drive ourselves to the actual edge of that cliff.
Nah, we hanging on by our pinky.
Yeah, we like.
To say
like, okay, maybe it's time to get up. Like, no. Like,
my mom told me when I was in my relationships, she was like, the older you get, she's like, the one, if there's any bit of advice I can give you, she was like, just be honest. She said, just be honest.
I didn't understand that till maybe a couple years ago. Like,
yeah, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, she was like, nah. She was like, listen. She was like, listen, you don't understand. Yeah, that's what. She was like, yo. She was like, just be. When you be honest, and you be honest about yourself, and you be honest about your relationship, and not only shows respect from her, but also shows for yourself what type of man you're starting to become. Because you're starting to see growth in yourself. You're starting to see yourself evolve. When you start to see yourself evolve, you're able to say, all that dumb shit I used to lie about. Yo, this is the dumb shit I used to lie about.
Here it is, right here.
Here it is.
What I say to him is, look, if you don't do it for me, do it for yourself. Because if you have to live with that lie every single day you see me, you're always worried about. You can't sleep. You got to hide your phone. You don't know what you're gonna find out. That's worse. Why do you want to live like that? Why do you want to be on eggshells? Like,
hold on.
That's so hard.
You know how they talk about? You know how they talk about if you put your phone down like this?
Yeah.
You know, I'm notorious just for doing this, and I still feel bad. I'm like, nah.
But you know people bought those cases to do that.
Word.
Those cases that do that.
Yeah.
I know people that bought those cases just to do that.
You said you did that?
Just
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you something about
Just to be like, I can't sit up like this. They put it down. They got ones that's not like flat like that. Though.
Oh, this right?
They got like a face.
Yeah.
Faces. So you can't sit it like this. You gotta sit it like.
I hate that people like a phone. Let's say I'm on a phone like this, right? It's just the way your hand's set up. You just put it down like this. It's not.
It's
I feel like
you know what? Because it's true.
I started
We as humans.
I started doing that to protect my screen. Like I did that because I broke screen.
I ain't never break a screen, but water, anything. Like this is smooth. You gotta turn it like this. That's dumb. I mean, you understand people say they want to see you calling them without you having to pick it up and see you calling, but it's just the way you hold the phone.
But you see, look at the maturity. Look how we all came up with that. But when we did it, we wasn't doing it for none of them reasons we all just came up with. But because we matured, now we think like, damn, like there's other ways of like all that protect your screen. That makes sense. But nah.
Like you go like this, you just.
But listen, men have created the narrative. Because it's true, like you know how when people say like when you take polygraphs, they like I can tell you lying because you have a tail, like your eyebrow do this and everything like that. Like you don't control it, but like so your functions, your body shows that you telling like God's secret, like phone call like this, like that maneuver right here, like you you think it's nothing, but like just that, like that's the maneuver, like I ain't mad uncomfortable, like where like you just sit like for an hour, as soon as the phone call, you shifting, like what's going on, like what's going on, like
the whole time it was like this,
like you would just texting, and the minute you do that, like but sometimes the way you do it, like we don't think nothing of it, but we created that narrative because it's really what.
Alright, we're gonna talk about cheating next time.
Listen.
Oh shit!
Because that's a long conversation.
And the evolution of it. What is considered cheating?
Next topic: evolution of cheating.
Evolution of cheating.
Yeah, once again, we'll go back to social media.
You know what?
What's up?
But 539. So yeah, we started life. Yeah, so we have engagements to get to, and that actually was the last one was betrayal. So I mean that's a good place to end right there. If you guys want to comment, if you guys have your own experiences, things you want to share, you can comment on our IG page. We like to have a lot of engagements there. But also, if you guys want to keep seeing this content, show us how you feel. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, join the family. Let us know how you guys feel. And until next time, we will see you soon.
1, 2, 3. Say no.